Hello, everyone. I'm back again. Thank you for watching. If you did watch the last video, I think we focus on our others' opinions than ourselves a little too much. Usually, I don't dress up like this or wear these kinds of glasses. I do this as a bit, a funny, for the funnies, for the video, just to make it seem a little different. Just so you know, oh, he's wearing like those glasses on that video with that jacket, that one. I'm like, and maybe just because maybe I'm thinking like that. Main thing is, we focus on others' opinions so much more than ours. Example: what we wear, how we talk. Like in the last video, I said we always think of how others react. Usually, I try to be low as possible, not talkative. Basically, I'm like the quiet guy in the classroom. Don't really talk. Probably read a book or something. But I try to, at least now, go to my friends that I know. Go and spend time with them. Maybe even just not stay inside, but go out of the school, spend some time, talk with friends. Shit, if they're saying to smoke a little, you know, I'm saying I'm kidding. Don't smoke. Point is, we have to stop being in our comfort zone. I said it in the last video also, but we have to stop being comfortable. I really do think we should stop being comfortable because last thing we know, if we get too comfortable, we're never going to want to go try new things, new foods, new activities. If we stay comfortable in our rooms, in our beds with our games, or on like glued to the bed with the stained clothes, the same food that you ate for the last 2 weeks, just because you're scared of trying new things, you're never gonna go in life if you do that. And I know myself. I have been into deep depression. And the only reason why I'm doing these videos is to try something new, is to do anything different that I just can grow a little more in life. I always wanted to be a YouTuber. I always wanted to be one of those gaming YouTubers, but I'm not so talkative for gaming. I mean, if I am, I don't have the computer that can run a lot of those things. I play a lot of games. I enjoy games in general, but I'm afraid of streaming, making videos because I'm afraid of what people will think of me, of what this random guy is doing. Maybe not talking at all, maybe saying random stuff that won't even help him in the future. I used to spend time with my friends. We used to say, hey, let's stream. And we did. Usually it was just us either talking about stuff that happened, or it was just silence. I'm a lot of times I'm afraid to say my opinion, not because I have some past deals or stuff like that. I just prefer doing someone else's things than doing my own, because I think to myself, this person's gonna say, "Wow, what a weird guy for wanting to do these specific things. What a loser." But then I think to myself, yeah, I am a loser. I stay in my home a lot of times. Uh, I don't really talk with others. My friends always say that I am attractive. I cannot. see it. Sometimes I can see it. Sometimes I want to break the mirror just because I cannot look at myself. And it's because I'm afraid of what others will think of me. Point what I'm trying to say, you don't have to be afraid of others just because of what you think they will think of you. If you have thought of specifically this, I don't want to dress like this, or I don't want to blank like this because this person will think of me like this. And usually it's bad. Usually it's like not really helpful or something like that. A lot of times we think negatives. We never really think of the positives. We never really think, oh, this person might actually like how I dress just because this jacket's very nice. It's pretty comfy. Then we realize, no, they're not. We always think of the negatives just because it's easier to think of that. It's like a lot of people say, think of 5 or 10 things negative about you, and people could do that easily. And then there's people when someone says, think of 3 things positive about you, and you just stay silent. You cannot think of anything. You cannot talk. You cannot. You think to yourself, why? Why am I just thinking about bad? It's because we always look to see how to fix the bad without knowing what we're good at. Okay, I'll cut to Mark Mark and start talking. I used to make or try to make these videos, especially on TikTok, um, because I wanted to be famous, and even if I'm afraid of others, I wanted to still be famous. I wanted to be known a bit, just so I wouldn't be as forgotten as I think I will be. Excuse me. But I was always afraid when people pass by. I'm always afraid of what people will think of what I'm doing. And I can't really focus on anything but thinking to myself, why can't I just do it? Why can't I just not care about others and just do what I want to do? It's because I'm afraid and I'm embarrassed of myself. We all get embarrassed of ourselves, either from that one joke that wasn't even funny or from the outfit that one person made fun of you of. And you just cannot dress normally then forever in your life. And and I hate that those little comments from people are what getting. And I hate comments from people, especially negative comments. Positive, well, they're positive. Everyone likes positives. I hate how people take their time out of their day just to say, you look stupid. Okay, yeah, might look stupid, might think to myself, this is dumb, but I keep going, and that's that. But I can't. Because I used to get made fun of my weight. I was very fat then. I looked like a potato sack. Uh, Here's an example. I was fat. I was a fat kid, and I was fat until I was 12 to 13 because that's when my mom said you should lose weight. And I get it. Parents love their children and this and that, but it hurt a lot more when someone that's close to me said it, even though I knew I should. We know we need to change some things, how we act, how we, our health, or stuff like that. We just can't. We can't do anything. We feel like we're locked inside of a cage and we cannot get out. But the handcuffs are big enough to slip out. The bars are wide enough to just walk through them. Or there's only two bars that you just hold on for dear life, thinking, I'm stuck here and I can't get out. But then you realize you can walk around the bars. We're stuck in our own cages when we have the key. And we cannot get out just because we're afraid. And I hate people that just do it for no reason. I hate people that are stuck up, thinking, "Oh no, I can't do this just because I look like this," or I can't look good just because I don't have broad shoulders, or my face shape is like this, or oh no, my V line's not visible. Who cares? Who cares? You're not gonna live forever. And even if you're gonna be remembered forever, do the good instead of hiding. If you want to be remembered, even when you, let's say, don't look good, do the good that will make you look good. Even if you don't look physically attractive, you can do good stuff just to make yourself look better. I know this. Example, a guy that's physically attractive, very attractive guy, let's say model like. And next thing you know, you go up to talk to him thinking he'll be a nice guy just because he looks nice. But then he's a prick and he curses you out just because you're talking to him. And then you realize, oh, he's not that good actually. And if you go to a guy that looks decent, maybe has a receding hairline, not that much of a visible jaw, a little bit shorter, either fat or skinny, yeah, they look okay. They don't look how people say ugly. And if you go up to talk to that guy, a lot of times they might be shy, but they're good people. You can talk to them. You can interact and just have a good conversation with them just because they're good. You don't have to physically be or look good to be good. There's two different ways of looking at it. There's physically attractive and there's morally attractive or morally good, if you want to put it like that. You can look good and be bad, and you can look bad but be good. And I might jump from topic to topic a lot of times in these videos, and I do apologize for that. I cannot stay in one topic because I feel like I'll get bored of myself. If I watch these videos of myself, I think I'd get bored. So if you guys do want to have, let's say, have this on Spotify, comment down below. Uh, tell if you want any suggestions on what I should talk about. Uh, write them down in the comments. Any things that I should improve or anything in general. I'm basically a newbie. I got all my stuff from Temu, like this microphone, the spatulas from my kitchen, the tripod that I'm using. I am a new guy that wants to be known. And I cannot be known if I'm a new guy because I need to be better. I need to learn the stuff that others have been doing for years in your life. And I need your feedback, your comments. If you're watching this video, which I hope you are, comment what I need to do better. Speaking of which, also, a lot of times people say, why do you always ask for negatives? I'll give you an example. There's a guy in my group that he doesn't really like compliments. He thinks it's weird. If it makes him sick to his stomach, like. But when we say negatives, out of nowhere, he's like listening to the stuff more than he would listen to an important task. And I can relate to that because I used to be like that also. Still a little am. I ask people what do they think of me, and if they say negatives, I'm almost morally obligated to improve those things so I don't have to have the bads. Because I don't want to have those things that will be bad about me. No, I don't want to have those little things that I hate. If someone mentions about my handwriting, I would be defensive. And then I realize, why am I defensive? I don't even know these people. And if they're my close friend, yeah, I'll take it a bit personal. Maybe think, oh, and maybe it is a little bit worse. But I'm not going to stop writing. I have a journal or a diary, if you want to say it, that I write about how, in general, let's say, my week goes. I don't write daily. I can't write daily. But I write, and I write a lot. Sometimes I write not so much, just because I feel like my week isn't so productive, or isn't so new, or is not interesting. But I keep writing. Writing is what easily can make someone speak about their emotions without speaking to someone. So if they name all the bad things about them in a journal, let's say, and they pick a specific one, let's say, they think they look bad. And if they try to improve that part, let's say they're a little bit fatter than they want to be, and they start to improve that by working out, going on a diet, losing weight, then they're doing something to improve it. It's almost like they see an error and they fix it. But what I hate is when people say something negative, like, I look bad because I don't have broad shoulders. And then they go to surgeries for that, or they go for shoving things in their shoulders just to look like they have broader shoulders and not actually work for it, is what is annoying. Why don't you work for it? If you want something so bad, do it that will make you not be embarrassed of. I have a friend that does exactly that. He's what he calls himself ugly, but he's not that bad looking. A lot of my friends say they're ugly. Two of my friends hate how they look, and they keep how everyone says they keep glazing me. And okay, I can agree. I Some days I can look attractive. Some days I look at myself and I feel like an average Joe. but they look at themselves like they're like how a lot of people say in those looks maxing, like they think of themselves like a sub 5 human. And I don't see it. They're human. Everyone is different in their own ways. One of them is shorter, maybe one of them is skinnier, one of them is taller, but one of them is a little chubbier. But still, it's like the chubby one thinks he is fat, like obese, but he isn't. You can see muscles without him being lean. You can still see the definition, and he doesn't look that bad. In fact, is I used to hate when he said that, and he didn't do any of it. He didn't fix anything. But now he is trying something, and I'm glad. I'm happy for him. He's actually trying to benefit himself. Unlike my one friend, the shorter one, who tries to just cheat it. He wants to be taller. He wants to have broader shoulders. So instead of, let's say, going on a diet, getting proper sleep, working out a lot more to improve your height, improve your muscles, get you more jacked, he used height boosters and put socks in his shoulders. And I noticed that when I was hanging out with him and the group, and I was just disappointed. I felt like a father that just saw his son doing what he used to do or what he thought of doing. No, no. That's not. That's not. I felt like a teacher seeing a student cheat on a test when it's only because they didn't study. And it just, I felt like I needed to just tell him, you're stupid. You're stupid for doing these things and not actually working for it. I know I said before, I hate people that say that you're stupid just to take out your fun, your joy. But there are times where you need to say, you're stupid for doing this. You're stupid for doing this act that could harm you. Or you're pretty dumb for what you said that can offend a lot of people. Or you're stupid for the actions that you do. Anything that you say or do has an effect on a lot of people. And a lot of people will look at you differently. I looked at him differently. And I know I'm not supposed to, especially when I'm talking about it. I try to ignore it. I think to myself, if he's doing this, let him do it. If he would really want to fix something, he would do it. And if I really want to help him, I will. I will help him for the love of me. I just can't always do it when they don't listen. Stuck up people that don't listen and just are envious of something that other people have, that they can have, but they're just too lazy to do it, is what angers me the most. You're not doing it just because you can't. You can. You can do a lot of things. You're just lazy. Or you're depressed. If you are depressed, I can't say anything then. You're in a state of where you just cannot act to be good. But if you're just saying that because you think to yourself, oh, I can't because I'm so used to doing this. No, that's not how it is. No one is ready to go on a diet, to work out. No one is. Everyone's tired. Everyone can get loopy just because they haven't eaten enough or because they're stuffing their faces just to gain weight. And and the people that want that also do not want to put the work in. They want the result. They don't want the actual journey. And that's what makes life hard. We want this. We want a new car, a new PC, a good, amazing physique, but we don't want to work for it. We don't want to save up money because maybe we're just used to spending a lot. You don't want to go for the driving test, but you want a car just because. And you don't want to go on a diet just because you're used to eating how you eat now. If you want those things, you would change. If you want a lot of things, you would change. And that's what I'm positive about. If you really want something, work for it. And if you want to change, do it. Stop being afraid to change. Changing is what makes us human. It's what makes us adapt, makes us grow, makes us be better. I changed a lot in my life. I changed from how I act to how I think to how I look because I knew I needed to. I changed how I act because my ex at the time changed me. And I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm very glad she did that. I'm sad that she had to leave, but I'm glad that she changed to me how I am now. More mature, cautious, but the things that she did is also the things that I wish I had. Comfort, love, and everything that you want from a relationship. A lot of people say, oh, they only want to do it just because of sex. No, no. A lot of times, I hate it. I hate the fact that I think of something so lustfully to where I can't redeem myself. I feel like I'm broken, like a broken record that's going back to the past actions again and again and again and again and again. And you just can't do anything. If I want something, I need to work for it. And I'm trying so hard, but I realize pleasuring yourself is just a basic act of humanism. And I can't fix it every time. I can be better and not do it a lot as I used to. I can be better and act different. I can be better and learn better, read more stuff, indulge and help others. And that's what makes you a better person. Helping and not leaving when they're in their lows. I changed a lot of my life and I'm still trying to change for the better. What I'm trying to say is if you want something, work for it. If you want to be better, do it. Kindness is nothing but a healing act. If you want something good for you, help others. I thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you have anything that you want to ask me, I will answer your comments down below. And please, thank you, and goodbye.